Hello everybody, this is Darya again. So today I'm gonna mention a little bit about a course that I just did on Coursera. It's a website that you can find very different courses from the universities all around the world. And this one was from University of Toronto, Department of Psychology, with the professor Steve Joordans. And the name of the course is Mind Control, Managing Your Mental Health During COVID-19. So it's a 4 weeks course, but all the videos are already in there. I'm just leaving the link also in here. And in total it takes you about 3 or 4 hours to finish all the videos. And Steve Joordans is really very basically explains about the situation that we are going through right now, and he is offering us some tools what to do or what not to do to come over our anxiety reaction in these days. And there is an audio in this course that is like 15 minutes of practice. It's like a meditation he is guiding, and if anyone wants to try it, and if you don't want to deal with taking the course or trying to find that audio in the course, just message me. I will be more than happy to share it with you. I'm already doing that practice, and it's like a guided meditation, but it starts with putting your body with kind of stress, the body parts, and then it takes you into a relaxation. So it is just training your body, training your mind of what is relaxation, what is the feeling that actually we need to have. It's real nice, so I can share it with you if you want. And before I go into a little bit more about the details of the course, I want to say a little bit the relation between the yoga and the psychology, which is just like mind-blowing. Most of the time people can think that yoga is just like some physical activities, or it's like a spiritual practice like Aries, fairies, and like doesn't have any scientific base. But when I listen to the professors or like learn something about the psychology, like something have scientific base, it's just mind-blowing to see the relation, to see the same point of view and the approach that both yoga and psychology has. Maybe I can mention about it more later in another video. How Steve Jordan starts to explain the situation that we go through and how we can control our mind. Mostly we are not even aware of the relation between the mind and the body. We are quite good at controlling our body with the food we take in, with the exercises that we are doing, but we mostly disregard the power of the mind over our bodies. And it's really important when we come to the situations like this. There is a constant anxiety right now, and we can and we must learn the ways, the tools, how we can manage that anxiety with the control of our mind. He's also saying like some Jedi tricks, and there are some tools to do it. Yoga is also one of them. So maybe some of you already heard like the fight and flight reaction of the body when we confront with a situation that is dangerous, that puts us under stress. So we have two choices. We either fight with it or we just run away. But in the time that we are living in right now, we cannot fight or we cannot just run away. And it's constant. It's not like a one-time thing happening. And if we don't manage our minds and to learn how to relax, so it can take us into a depression, because after a while we start to think that okay, there is nothing I can do. It's just like learned anxiety, he says, that okay, I cannot do anything, so it's rather not even to try anything, and it takes you into a depression, which he says it's better to have anxiety to be in depression. So one of the things that he is suggesting is limiting your news take, because when you're constantly reading the same things over and over, and obviously right now nothing is really changing, and not very soon something is just gonna magical happen and tomorrow we are all gonna be outside going to our old lives. That's not gonna happen. Let's accept this. This is just an extraordinary situation, and we can start with accepting this. So in this case, reading the same things over and over again, and it's just increasing your anxiety. So give yourself a time, a limited time, maybe at the beginning of the day, or not very at the end of the day, not before going into sleep, just maybe 3 or 4 hours at most, and then stop reading them. And then the next day again, check if there is something really important happened that's gonna change your life. And then he is giving the other suggestion, like when you take the news, after it, do something to take your mind out of it again. So stop thinking of it over and over. This might be singing, this might be dancing, this might be doing another physical activity, or just like he's really suggesting to do karaoke, which I'm not a fan of, but I can try, or just watch something stupid, a stupid movie, a stupid like a series that will take your mind out of it. And something that I just learned, he calls it crowding out. It's like, for example, when you always eat junk food and you want to eat junk food, but you know that it's not good for your health. But if you keep saying to yourself that I shouldn't eat it, I shouldn't be thinking about junk food, but you want it more. So instead, replace it with healthy food. So if you fill yourself with healthy food, your stomach will be full, and after a while you will start not to think about junk food. And it's just like when it comes to thoughts, like if you keep on thinking about the things that gives you anxiety, but you know that I shouldn't be thinking about this, but I cannot stop myself, so think about something else, do something else. And I know it's not very easy in these days, like we all hear the same thing, oh, I have a lot of time to do the things that I didn't have before, like learning a new language, learning a new skill, like working out more. But like this is also another stress that we shouldn't feel like we should be learning or improving ourselves. Like I think it's putting another extra anxiety on us. And so briefly, it's all about, this course is all about telling you, giving you the tools like this, the audio that I mentioned, that practice you can do. And he's also talking about the importance of the community and the social reactions. So social isolation is not a good definition. So actually we should be in physical isolation with more social relation. So rather than just like texting or like asking, oh, how are you doing? I'm doing well. Just really calling to the people and sharing your feelings and asking how they are doing. This is another way, one of the ways that he is suggesting to get over this anxious situation. So I find it really useful. Most of the time it was just like, yeah, I already know this. Like, yeah, but it's nice to know, to learn, to hear it from someone that is working in the department of the psychology. And I know these tools from yoga, and I'm already doing most of them. So other thing that he is suggesting, like make yourself a schedule, like waking up at the same time every day, like from 1 hour of exercise, 1 hour of doing something, spend time with your children if you have. So it's really amazing how, like the thing that I mentioned at the beginning, the relation between the yoga and these kind of things, that they are all offering the same tools. Like, of course, I'm honoring yoga right now in here, and that it already gave us some tools to deal with the situation, and it's not very easy. And he also said that, like, just a professor in psychology department, he says that I'm feeling anxious too, of course, and it's just like, yeah, it's super normal that we are feeling anxious, but it's important, I think, not to make it constant and to have some tools to learn how to use those tools together, not together, to make it easier for us to go through this process. Because for me especially, sometimes I feel like, oh, I'm practicing yoga for years and meditating, but I'm still feeling anxious, like I have the tools, I know what to do, but I can not stop thinking, or I cannot control my mind. It's just like, I'm just a human being. We are all human beings, and like, of course, it's important, I think, to accept first it's not gonna be easy, but it's also nice to hear through these kind of courses, or like from these people also, that there are some things that we can do to help us to protect our mind, mental health, and to control our mind. So it's just like, I know it might sound a little bit like have to control the mind, like come on, like a Jedi tricks, but actually, yeah, we can, like, think about, you are able to control your body most of the time, and why not to control your mind? But maybe to take it easy a little bit, one step at a time. And yeah, this was the short video about the course that I did, and I really enjoyed it. It was really easy, simple, and like listening to the things that I heard before, or like the things that I didn't know from before. So let me know if you need the audio to do that 15 minutes of practice guided by him. Other than that, if you have any questions, I'm also here, and I'm gonna share more these kind of things, actually, especially the relation between yoga and psychology is just amazing. So yeah, namaste.